Let me see. Can you hear us?
Nope.
Give me a thumb. Oh, well, you can't give me a thumbs up. How about now? Oh, I bet that's Heather Mundy. Good morning. Sound? Somebody say. Oh,
No,
still can't hear you. Shoot. That's on. Okay, this probably needs to be plugged in. Ready? I'm just plugging in whatever is here.
Good
Sound?
morning. Sound?
Yes!
Yay!
Don't tell Patrick. I love being dependent. Well, I like being independent.
But the option of not being independent.
Yes, with the option of, like, I love that I know how to make my coffee now because there's been a couple of times where he, can you believe it? Where he hasn't brought me coffee. How
oh my
rude.
God. He's like sloughing off on his job. Mr. Domestic is failing.
He was, he climbed a mountain ski down it this weekend, and so he wasn't there. You know, when he's not there, every once in a while I'll make coffee, but I don't have to have it.
Good morning from Michigan.
I just like it because it's part of the routine.
We're all thinking about you today, Michigan.
What's going on,
They
Michigan?
had another school shooting. Yeah.
I saw that last night. Patrick goes, "You didn't know about that?" And I was
Yeah,
like, "I
it's
haven't
terrible.
looked at the news." And
That's me. I always avoid the news at all costs.
yeah, it's I almost feel like you're just taking your chances, just going out and living life these days.
Yeah. You have to go, though. You have to go live life. you
Yeah,
know?
it is. It's
When it's your time, I guess it's your time. Sad enough.
Let's see, Michelle's shoulder. Let me move this way. Okay. Since Patrick's not here, why don't we talk about some stuff that Michelle and I are interested in talking
Ooh.
about?
Are you ready? We're going to do just sewing stuff. Hello from Ontario.
Hi, Miss Ann. Yeah, he's slipping on his wifely. I call him his wifely duties. We call it other things, which
Ooh, Cindy, that's pretty doggone cold.
It's cold here this morning too. It was 10 degrees. It was 10 degrees when Patrick got up and took the dogs out. I actually slept in the other room.
Did you?
I slept in the other room because literally, you know how they show those time-elapsed videos and it'll be like, you know, like somebody sleeping with their like baby or something, and the baby moves this way and then this way and then this way and this way and this way. That's how it was with Poppy, not last night but the night before. So I slept in the other room because I was like, I need some sleep tonight. She was all over me. So
Oh, good morning from sunny Florida and windy Wisconsin. We love it that we have so many friends from other places.
So I stayed late last night, and
Yes, it is time to show you.
what I was
Did
working on.
the big shipment come yet? Well, I'm not sure what the big shipment is that you're referring to, but if it has a bell at the end of it, likely the answer is yes.
Okay, I have something serious to discuss with you. I stayed late last night. I would put everyone's order together. We probably didn't ship out. We probably put together about a third of the orders, and then Patrick had to go home, so I stayed and I like grouped everything together. So we're ready to just like put it in bags, and like I'm taking as far as your boxes go, I'm taking those and wrapping them in bubble wrap. You know, but I want everything to be perfect for you. So, and if you bought your fabric kit with the book, I'm taking your book and sticking it in your fabric kit box. So when you open up your stuff and you don't see that book, don't freak out. It's in the box with your fabric. If you ordered pins, I'm sticking that in the box too. There was an issue last night, which I'm going to deal with today. So as I filled, I'm missing a box. So I'm going to deal with that today, but I'm missing a box of fabric kits. And it's showing as delivered, so I'm going to go to the bike shop and then talk to the UPS guy today. But it says my boxes, and I stacked them all up because I like dug through them. I went through everything again. I left everything so I could just do everything all together. I have box 1 of 6, 3 of 6, 4 of 6, 5 of 6, and 6 of 6.
2 of 6
I'm
is
missing
errant.
box
We have
2.
a runaway box.
So I'm going to deal with that this morning. I have probably 80 of the 100 packages ready to go.
Wow.
So I got an
Myra,
email from
How come
Debbie.
it's cold from Tucson? Come on.
So Debbie, I think it was Debbie Brown emailed me. So stuff will go out today, and then I do have a group that I will figure it out, and I'll let you guys know tomorrow. This is what's coming to you.
Da 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 da.
Book. So cute with your CD. I checked everyone's CD. Everyone's CD is perfect. If something happens, we insure stuff, so make sure you let me know right away. I didn't realize this is your embellishment kit, which comes with a thing of pins. You'll have extra pins if you ordered pins, but there's a thing of pins that come in the embellishment kit. This is the embellishment kit. Looks super fun. And it has some of those some of the woolies in there. Do you see them right there? They're so cute. Those are going to be for your pin cushion and stuff.
This is like one of the cutest ones ever,
This
I think.
it is really, really cute.
Yeah. I'm just waiting until everybody gets theirs, and if there's anything left.
You will get yours too.
I always order them,
see?
and I'm like,
This
look
is
at
somebody's that I put the
book inside.
The book is in there. And then your fabric kit, it comes with this like really cute and then here's all the fabric. So your fabric for the 8 projects is going to be in here. And what else did I want to say? And then the bags came in, the woolies came in, the pins came in. So all of that stuff is being shipped. And if you want a kit and you haven't got, let me figure out my missing box. But I did order another 10 more kits today. And I talked to my rep, and my rep said that the kits that I ordered today, they had enough, and they should ship next week. So we're talking end of the month that I'll be able to get your kits. So, and I'll have an update for you tomorrow with the other ones. Oh gosh, time to show us. Yes, the big shipment. Is that stuff in front of him? Is that the stuff on the pallets that we couldn't? I don't think he knows. He's not even paying attention.
I think he knows. I think he knows and doesn't say anything, Jeannie. Because at our house, it was like, oh, I'll always just ask forgiveness instead of ask for permission. And he's like, yeah, he's got my ticket.
It's a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so right here is more stuff. So if you look over Michelle's shoulder, this is going to be this is like Kimberbell's new mixers, as well as it's called Vintage Flora. This I'm not even gonna, I'll put these up on like the site, and there's more coming. They're really pretty.
These are really
really I'm
cool.
not going to put on the site because this is gonna be for Digital Dealer. Isn't this pretty? I know there's a little bit of a glare, but it's beautiful. Digital Dealer May, this is going to be the main fabric. And they've been selling out, and then I can't get it for 3 months. So this is like my baby. This is when I run out of the baby, then I start to have anxiety, and I can't sleep at night. I'm like, how am I going to make all those kits? What were you going to say?
I was going to say, so you have to wait till that project is completely over, and if there's anything left, then they can buy it, right?
I could get by... Yes. So if you ordered a kit today, you should get it at the end of the month. And I need to figure out where that extra box is, because those people, of course, are going to take priority. And then, I can call again. But my rep said end of the month. She said they should be ready. They should have them next week. Next week is what, like the 20th or something?
Yeah, it's going by fast.
And then I get it a couple of days later. What this is for right here, and I've already cut. Oh my God. I cut, like, for me, it's like, what I put on last night? I was watching
What junk did
My
you
Lover, My Killer.
Ooh.
I can't believe I watched it, and then I get scared when I leave the store. And I call Patrick. I'm like, Patrick, stay on the phone with me, because if somebody grabs me, at least you'll hear it. And then you can come down and look for me.
And he can do what?
I go out and I talk on the phone really loud. I'm like, oh, Patrick. And I say his name and stuff so that they know that somebody's going to know if I get abducted. Anyways, this is how my mind works.
Maybe you should just like watch the Disney Channel when you work late.
Well, I either watch that or I like stuff like Love is Blind, or like I watch animal videos.
Watch the scary stuff at home, not here.
Why is there even a market for that stuff? But it was like all about stalkers. Okay. This right here is for this pillow, which is going to be next. I know we did Tweet Heart. Thank you so much. But this is Life is Better in Full Bloom. And I spent this weekend like cutting all of it. It's beautiful. I cut 48 kits, although we went through over 100 kits with Tweet Heart. So I imagine.
That was a popular one.
Oh, God, because it was so adorable.
It was adorable. It was a very cute kit.
So a lot of you should be getting shipping confirmation.
May
is there
Dealer
a kit
Digital.
on website for May Digital Dealer? Oh, you know what? I haven't, although I was thinking I would go ahead and start cutting for that. So this is going to be the project. I might as well show it to you. I don't know where the book is. Where's the book? Michelle, you can talk about your class.
So I have 2 new classes that I put up on the schedule. One of them is the same class repeated twice. One's for single needle machines and one for multi-needle machines. And we're going to be doing some patches. So both of these are up. It's called, first of all, one's called Multi-Needle Mastery. Let's do some patches. And that is just for multi-needle machines in that class, no single needle machines. We're not just going to do one patch. We're going to talk about a lot of the ways to create patches, create different patches. One of the things on the supply list is for you to provide a 4x4 or smaller 3x3 design, and we're going to actually build and make a patch using the features that are on the multi-needle machines. You should have multi-needle experience. This is not a get to know your multi-needle class because many of the features will not even be discussed. But in the end, you will have one patch. These are from a set from OESD. You're required to, purchase one of them. This is what we're going to sew in class. Has a little kit that has enough of the patch fabric, the actual patch fabric, and the what is my favorite way of doing patches. I sell a ton of patches, and I think it's because you can put patches pretty much on everything. And this has got an adhesive back on it that allows it to be fused to anything you can apply heat to. So we'll talk about that, how I source supplies, things to that matter. So one is going to be multi-needle mastery. Let's do some patches. The other one, in this one, we're also going to delve into Design Center a little bit because I love some of the stuff you can do in IQ or Design Center to create a patch. The other one is essentially the same class, but geared for a single needle machine. It's Let's Do Patches. Both of them are just little 2-hour classes. We'll explore some different things on the machine that are built into the machine, and then we'll sew out one of the patches. You can pick, I think there's I put the number of the OESD designs on the supply list, and you can just purchase one, and whichever one you do is what you'll do in class. The other class is the next by Annie's class, and I loved this. This is the Peacemaker project bag. So if you open it up, it has, first of all, it has a handle so you can hang it. There's like a little mesh sleeve in the front, and the mesh is kind of stretchy, so it allows for expansion of cut pieces if you have fabrics or stuff in it. Got one nice little long zipper, and look at this beautiful batik fabric. Jeannie picked out the fabrics for our class using a selection of the batiks we just got in the store, and it's really beautiful. This one was really a fun sew. It doesn't require advanced skills, so if you're kind of a newbie, and you're just kind of getting into using your sewing machine and stuff, this is This is pretty suitable for most skill levels, I would say. And that is called the By Annie's Peacemaker Project Bag. We do actually have kits available. Cindy, I use a lot of different things on patches, hence a patch class.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to
Yeah.
take it so you can learn how to do it the right way.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
These are so cute. And then are you also going to be doing, I'm sorry if I missed it, where they just use the patch
Yeah,
thing
we're
in the
going to
class?
use the patch thing. And I'm going to
And when
explain
I say
to
the
you-
patch thing,
Yeah, the patch thing is depending on the model of your multi-needle. So I don't know, everybody's multi-needle might be a different age bracket, but about 5, if your multi-needle is newer than the last, I would say 9 years, they put a little feature on the machine where it's a shield, and you can actually create a patch out of anything right on the machine.
and you're doing multi-needle and
Multi
single needle.
and single. One's
Okay.
called multi-needle, and Secretary Mundy has me covered on that. Thank you, Secretary Mundy. You have to, not depends, Cheryl. If you've used your machine between the time you got your introductory lesson and now, you will probably be okay. If you have not, I would say let's talk before you sign up.
Debbie, you can totally do it.
Yeah.
You're just going to be laying down fabric and then and Michelle's walking
So-
you through.
We're just going. So I think what my fear is if you never use your multi-needle machine and you don't know how to thread, and if I say push
You
this
need to
button,
know
you
how to
don't even
thread.
know where the button is, that might be a problem. But if you use it, I mean, I'm not talking hardcore. If you just turn it on and push buttons.
And then even if you don't know, you can watch it later. You can always
Yes, you do.
always watch the video later and do it your
At
own
your own
speed.
pace, yeah. So it's
So-
never a problem to attend class and say, okay, this is over my head. I'm going to rewatch it later. That's okay. That's totally okay.
But if you've never even put your A-arm on,
Then, yeah, it's probably
then do a beginner class first. Like get to know your machine. Maybe practice something. Practice something beforehand. Just practice, putting on your hoop. I know the first time I did it, it can be
So
scary.
I would say the things you have to know. You have to know how to turn it on. You have to know how to assign thread colors.
Ooh.
You have to know how to put your A-arm on, adjust it for a 5x7 hoop fabric, and get it on the machine. Those are the basic skills that you would need to actually do the class and keep up with the class. If you don't have those skills, then you can watch the class and you can redo it later. So that's the beauty of having a recorded class, I suppose.
I'm going to go on there, Janet. I'm going to go on there and I'm going to add just 5 more allocations. I just want to make sure everyone's taken care of, that I can take care of. And just know that your fabric kit will not be here until the very end of the month. And then it'll get sent out. And I was thinking, just to make sure that everyone
Good
has their
morning.
stuff, that we will start our sew along. Not the very first Monday of the month, but it might be the second Monday. And this capuchere was a big bite. It was a complicated embroidery. This is going to be easy. So if you haven't done Kimberbell before, this might be.
This one looks like a great one for to get people started on Kimberbell.
Yeah, because it's going to be more basic. And there's going to be like applique, and it's just going to be pretty much straightforward. So if you've never done Kimberbell before and you want to do a Kimberbell quilt, this is going to be a perfect one. Now, if you go onto the website and those allocations sell out, if they sell out, send me an email, because if I get enough emails, I'll do another order. I just don't want to be left with, thousands of dollars worth of Oh So Delightful, although I think it's all going to sell. I might just go on there and get another 10 more.
So if you sign up for the class, how long will the class be available? We don't take our classes down. Once you've paid for the class, it goes up on our either YouTube channel or into a private Facebook group, and it stays there. It doesn't ever come down. Alice, we're only going to make one patch in the class because sewing time takes up a lot of class time. I am going to record a video on both my multi-needle and my single needle on how you can just slap pre-made patches down on sticky stabilizers, scan the hoop, move your design on top, and sew them all out at the same time. So if that's what you're asking, I am going to do a video for that goes into the class. For my class, they're always available. I never take them down. I know once they're there, they're yours to watch for as often as you like.
And that being said, as long as Facebook and YouTube don't ever change anything, we just leave them up.
We don't.
Because it's frustrating. Because I know I've taken classes and they're only up for 30 days. And
that's like.
It seems like 30 days sounds like a lot, but
it's not, because sometimes if you don't use a technique, you forget it. Or if there's one technique out of some other class that you learned that you want to take into a different project, it's like sometimes you need a refresher, right? Do you have a new multi-user class? Are you local, Shannon, or are you out of town?
She's out of town.
Okay.
And, we can set one up.
We can do that.
You could put one together. So maybe that's something that we'll put on the calendar just to get you guys back up to speed with threading your machine, setting colors.
Yeah, I would say, how much interest is there in that? Because that could be easy for me to get up on the calendar. I just need to know that. So when we do classes, it's wonderful, but we have to have at least 3 to 4 people interested in that class. If we don't get 3 to 4 people, then we likely just cancel it or move it to a different date because of the time involved.
And do you know who Michelle Gilmartin is?
I'm just me.
She was the multi-needle educator for Brother for 15 years. This is the girl. So who better to take the class with than the person who was like representing the machine to everybody. She was our ambassador.
Yeah, it was a fun job.
Yeah.
It was really fun.
So we could put something together for you. Can you please hold up the patches again?
I did. But not until...
I'll hold them up for a little bit.
Alice, could you finish the sentence?
Aren't these cute?
Those are adorable. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures of some of the patches and stuff that I've done. Honest, I only do like 2 or 3 craft shows a year. And I just do what I love. And this year, the last 2 years, I've had patches, iron-on patches, all different kinds of iron-on patches. And I have to tell you that they fly out of my booth. They just fly out of my booth all by themselves. So, a tile scene class is kind of a difficult one because of the time that it takes to sew out a tile. It's like one tile takes like 45 minutes. So when you have all of that, but
and you know what,
maybe
Cheryl,
we could record it.
I've posted. I think I've done like 2 tiling scene classes.
And they're up, are they on YouTube?
Yeah, and I think they're up on YouTube, like how I sew it together. If you look at Marion Bright, I think that one I did from like start to finish. I did the entire thing.
Okay, so Alice, I see that you would like a multi-needle beginner course, but it says, but not until
March or later.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No problem, because it wouldn't be on like before.
Yeah,
the
let's
next
put
few
one
weeks.
together because, I mean, how many of you know the difference between your A arm and your B arm and when to use them? Like, how many know, like, the easiest, like, little tricks, like a little piece of lint in your bobbin case can ruin your tension.
Oh, man. It's
and
just
how
like
to
it's
get
a
that
disaster.
out. You think your machine needs this huge repair,
And
and
it
all
doesn't.
it is one little piece of lint.
Yeah.
So
and I have to be honest, I always had a multi-needle machine from the day I started working for Brother. So I started with the one that just came after the one with the floppy drive. So I started with that one, and to this day, I've had one machine serviced, and that's the one I have now because I've always just taken care of it.
Yeah.
Jeannie sometimes teases me because my machines all get a spa day once a month. They get cleaned, they get oiled, I change needles, I dust things
they're
off.
so lucky.
They're so babied. But then here I am later.
Mine are like, please change the needle.
This is like,
please.
this
I'm
is
gonna
the
break.
first one. This one's mine. It's the first one I've actually had service because I've just taken care of it. I'm scaring you.
Yeah, mine goes, the bobbin sensor doesn't work anymore because there's so much lint in it. And I like pop
think
it out
that
and
just
clean it.
cleaning the machine is like almost a class by itself. And it's not a big thing. It really isn't. It's just like dust the top of it off.
Yeah. And
Open the bobbin case and get rid of the debris in there. I was going to call it something else, but don't blow the dust bunnies into the machine. Don't spray canned air on it.
But it's, I mean, just having a class where you can show them how to oil the needle bars.
Thank you, Heather.
I think there's some dealers out there that don't use the multi-needle and they don't know how to really.
Yeah.
We're heavy users here. Like Michelle's a heavy user. I'm a heavy user. So we love them.
For me, I'll tell you what my choice is when, if I had to make a decision, and you all know I'm a Disney nut, all right? if I had to make a decision between my Luminaire and my multi-needle, it would not be a decision.
Oh, I could not live without both. I have to have
Well,
both.
I'm not saying I want to live without both. I'm saying that if I had to live
Oh,
without
I couldn't.
one,
Mine would be a hard decision, and yeah, I couldn't. Those are two children I love equally.
yeah.
Surgers are the worst. Oh my god! Trish. When I clean mine right before I'm filming, I'm like, you look like a chia pet. I start cleaning it, and
Surgers are hard to keep clean because the way they
get
cut,
dirty
they
so-
get dirty so fast.
yeah, it's like immediate. Maybe what we could do is maybe Michelle could live feed her spa day and just show you what she does.
Do I open my machine to where the screws are to clean? Are you talking on the front of the machine or are you talking the bobbin area?
You don't do that, Margaret.
I don't do any of that.
The only thing you're going to do is pop off your bobbin case because you've got the slurish. You're going to pop it off and clean whatever you can
Believe
there.
it or not, most of the new machines do not require you to oil them. And so, yeah, when the oil is like a bad word with the new machines. Yeah, that's done during service.
Your machines have self-lubricating bushings, and so you should just, not that they don't need oil at all and not that they don't get dry, but you're going to bring it to us when it's time for that. And you shouldn't be removing any of the screws and taking anything apart, which I've never done because I don't know how to put it all back together.
You know what? I don't do that because there's a reason why I don't work in the service department.
Great idea.
If I have tools and I take things apart, there's usually a spare part left over when I put things back together, which is never a good thing. So no, I don't unscrew anything. Just the basics is all I do in my Michelle spa day for my machines, and I talk to them.
And it actually voids your warranty if you start disassembling stuff. That's something
don't do that. Just
you're
don't do that.
supposed to leave for the techs. So you just make it a prior. It's kind of like a car. Like you bring your car in for an oil change, you're going to do the same thing with your machine.
So one of the things I always usually say is, I drive a car. Do you want me to fix your car? So think about that when, it's like, I can teach a class or I can teach the machine. Do you want me to take your machine apart and clean it? No, you don't. So.
My Serger Apron class is up too, just to let you know, so you can go ahead and sign up for that. And I did put it up for 2 sessions. And where did I put it?
Oops.
Apron. I don't know. Anyways, you do have to purchase the kit and the design separately. And so, I just have to let you know. I looked at, this one's my copy. I wrote store on here, but I was like, did I photocopy this? Why does this, it's, I didn't. This is how, but they looks like Suki So's photocopied them, made her copies, and then this is what you're getting. So, anyhow, it's a fantastic, sometimes I buy patterns and I go, oh my God, that was that was an experience. There is a lot left for interpretation.
Yeah.
She does great patterns. Her patterns are great. The pictures are amazing. They're very easy to follow. I'm just going to be your tour guide and walking you through this. The class is $10. The pattern's $15. It's on sale for $12.75. I mispriced them. Oh. Yeah. So, and then you just have to select which colorway you want with which zipper, and it's going to be a 2.5-hour class. I am going to put, like I said, I'm going to do belt loops and stuff, and I'll put it in your kits before they go out. And just get your thread wherever you get your thread. I just couldn't source it. I just couldn't get everything I wanted to order was sold out. Oh, and it was just one of this or one of that. So just go ahead and get your thread for the project. Got it. It came back with grease on the outside.
Yeah, that's not good.
At this point, the standard service is just clear machine oil.
Yeah.
Like the days of the grease. Yeah. There's maybe a couple of machines that you might do that in the motor or something, but the days of that are kind of over. The Oh So Delightful, I want to say the fabric kit is like 90. I have the embellishment kit and the embellishment kit and the design are on the site at 20% off. And I mean, those I will be able to get immediately if we sell out. And then the fabric kit, I want to say, is on there on sale for like 90 some odd dollars. And it's 15% off. And the reason we don't do 20% off is when I got the sweetest pie, they charged me $10 per box shipping.
Ugh.
So we just don't have as much margin with
Alice, I like the way you think. I don't wear aprons because I consider my kitchen a pass-through to the garage. I actually love to cook, but I don't wear aprons either. But yeah, my sewing room is definitely my happy place.
Better in Bloom is not up yet because they did not send me everything. So I think I'm missing maybe 3 or 4 of the
Heather.
fabrics.
You're the
So
best.
as soon as that's up, we will let you know. Patrick lost it on my kids last night because they do not help. They will not take out the garbage. We said, you need to do the dishes, and they both got up and like just started going for their room. Like, we're just like, hey, that was a funny joke, wasn't it? Ha ha ha. We want you to do the dishes. Ha ha. Joke. And
You
I
know,
guess
they're such amazing kids that you guys forget they're teenagers.
we know they're teenagers.
That's
We
what
know they're-
teenagers do. They balk at stuff like that.
Doesn't mean they don't have to do it
It's
sometimes.
true. It's true. We all have
Those-
to do things we don't like.
Yeah, those kids are totally pampered, and we don't ask much of them. And sometimes I think I'm a bad mom, or I'm bad at, because I'm like, you better do that. And then they'll go do it. I'm like, Mommy will do it. It's okay. Mommy will do it. Or I'm like, you're paying for your own stuff now. I'm like, oh, Mommy, you pay for it. You put away your money. So it's probably mine. They're like, Mom says
I
do
remember
it.
the first time mine actually had to pay for her own toilet paper. She had moved out and she came over to get laundry soap and toilet paper. I'm like, no, no, you don't get to use mine now. You have to buy your own. She was horrified.
Yeah. Poppy went to take the toilet paper this morning. I was like, no, this is expensive. This is not a toy.
Good thing you didn't have her when the pandemic, because it was more than just a toy.
I know, it's like,
you couldn't get
your lifeline.
toilet paper. Yeah.
Everyone's thinking about like using their quilting fabric as toilet paper.
Oh
Just
no!
kidding.
Oh.
So, what did I want to? So, anyways, yeah, Patrick lost it on them and was like, if these are not done by the time we get home tonight, I am taking away your car keys. I'll drop you off at school, and you better figure out how to get home. And then Patrick said to me, he goes, I'm not taking their car keys away. They better do that. We don't have to shuttle them around. But I think we should. We should just take away their keys.
Did they get it done?
No, they didn't do anything last night because it better be done. And when I got home, I because the sink was like filled with dishes, so Patrick goes, don't unload the dishwasher. But it was killing me. So I unloaded the dishwasher, but my mom did everything for me. My mom, I didn't do laundry when I was a kid. I helped, well, they got me up to do yard work on the weekends. But my mom did all the cooking, all the cleaning. If we had guests coming over, then we would clean. The kids would help out too.
Uh-huh.
But my mom did everything. So I think that's why I'm not good at enforcing
Thank
it with
you,
my kids.
Annetta. That's a very nice thought. Until after the fact in the kitchen. Okay, well.
A local version. Oh, you got Mac Attack.
Ooh, I love a Mac Attack.
We should have a Mac Attack sometime.
We should.
Okay.
Only if we can
need
have
to-
it with Funyuns.
We need to get to work and figure out where everything is. So tomorrow is Friday, and we are going to be closed this weekend.
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Is today Wednesday?
Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday.
Tomorrow's Thursday, so we have plenty of time. Get signed up for some of those classes. If we fill out of classes, we'll add another session.
I think Jeannie's excited that she's getting a long weekend.
Yeah, but I was just thinking, like, what projects, how can I get caught up with work? Like, that's what I think about. Annetta,
That's a good idea, Joanne.
you do need to give us the update because every time we're in like something, everyone is worried about you and they want to make sure your machine. And you know what? I love this community of people.
Yeah.
Like when we were doing the live feed on Monday, and you probably noticed it in your class, like the ladies and the guys recognize each other and they'll
Yes.
have like conversations
Yes.
like in the side, and it's really, really sweet. But Linda, come visit me and you and I can have a Mac attack because they're really good.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Be creative. Make something incredible. And we will see you tomorrow, which is Thursday.